Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another quick card to share with you today. Hey, so I am using our dies, card mat dies. I'm using our card layer dies 1, Happy Hello, our star dies, birthday blowout, birthday banner dies, birthday word dies, layered frame and journal die, and our banner dies. And I'm also using Magic Wonder and Magic Adventure Dots and Stripes from Echo Park, the 6-inch pads. So this is a piece of Simon Says Stamp smooth 120-pound cardstock that I've cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4.25 inches to give us a horizontal A2 size card. And then I cut that background piece out using our card mat dies. Or is it called card? No, yeah, card mat dies. There we go. And then I'm going to be adding this, what's it called? Layered frame and journal die. That's the shadow layer for it. And I'm adding that to the center of the card too. I'm using my ATG gun. There we go. And like always, I scored my card with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder. There we go. And all my dies are always cut out using my Gemini machine. So now I'm going to pop on the next layer. Kind of my deal is I tend to, layer up some different patterns. That's kind of what I like. And then I create like a little nest for my card. So I am using, again, the birthday word dies and the new birthday banner dies that I assembled for the release and review video. Now, okay, these are my stitch star dies. So the black is actually American Crafts cardstock. It's a little bit textured. And the yellow is also from those pads that I mentioned earlier. I've got my Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue, and I'm going to stick the star down onto the shadow layer. I love these dies from Jaded Blossom. They always look great. And got a little extra glue there. And I'm trying to decide how I'm going to lay this out. There we go. There is my pre-assembled birthday banner with the hats, using the same pattern papers. And I also used dots of Simply White Nouveau Crystal drops on the little hat tops. There we go. So now I am adding my star to my base. And just kind of trying to center that star. And then I will add next trying to figure out where these little hats are going to end up. There we go. So I basically left this in real time. I didn't fast forward it at all because it only took me about 10 minutes. So, not a big deal. And I'm going to use 4 of these, 4 hats that are on this little birthday banner. And I'm going to pop them up using my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. And I'm going to kind of put it up in the upper right-hand corner of my card design. Something fast and easy. When I originally did that release and review video, I thought, yeah, I'm going to assemble these dies for you guys, and then I will use them in later cards. So that's kind of what I did here. It's kind of handy to have things assembled and ready to go on some cards, I have to say. It's kind of a cool thing to have done, so you can just quickly come up with a card design, which is fun. There we go. Now I am popping up my word that says birthday. Now, obviously there's a happy birthday, but I'm just using the birthday part this time. And then that's how I bring in the Happy Hello stamp set, and I stamp happy onto a piece of the same yellow cards or yellow pattern paper from that from those pads that I showed you earlier. And I just trimmed it out using my paper trimmer and framed it with that American Crafts black cardstock. I don't show you because it's the same thing over and over. I just stamped those sentiment or the words, the happy, and in the VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink, and then trim them out. So, nothing too crazy. It takes me forever to peel off these backings. And they come off easy. Imagine if they were hard to peel off. I don't know what I'd do. It would take me forever. Just trying to decide where that guy's going to go. There we are. I love adding dimension to my cards using some foam. I use foam dimensionals from Stampin' Up, but you can use paper, you can use whatever is good for you to use. Now I'm going to pop up the little happy. It's kind of nice because when I assembled all the word dies, I was able to use the happy hello to kind of fill out the sentiment so I could make more cards. So that's what I did. So that's what it basically is going to look like. But I'm going to pop some stars up on this background. These stars are from the stitch star, or from the star dies and from the banner dies, the original banner dies. And there's 2 little mini stars. They're up near my tweezers there that I cut out using the same paper. So easy stuff. And I'm using my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals again. Those are the mini ones. And then there's the normal ones. I use them all the time. They're kind of my go-to, other than 3M foam tape. I do use 3M foam tape a lot. Like I said, it depends on what's going on. Depends how much I'm popping up. There we go. So I'm just quickly adding these all on, which is fun. And see how long it takes me to peel these suckers off. It just drives me bonkers. I'm telling you. I have no nails. The problem is that if I leave them longer, they break like crazy. And, when I cut them short, I can't peel anything. So it's, I'm just not happy no matter what. There we are. So perfect. So right now we're kind of getting ready to send our daughter away to school in Edmonton. Well, not to school. She's a doctor now, I guess. She's going to be going to do her residency in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Which is kind of exciting, at the University of Alberta. So lots of stuff going on around my house. She's going to be going away for like 5 years for that, and for her residency. So now I'm adding some layers on the inside of my card. And this paper is all from the exact same paper pad. And I just have various layers. I don't even really measure when I cut. I kind of just eyeball. But the yellow is roughly 1.5 inches. And then the blue is like 1 1/8 inches. And then the polka dot is like 3/4 inch wide. And I just sort of, make a little pleasing arrangement at the bottom of my card. They're scraps anyway. You might as well use them. A lot of times I make little flag ends on things. You could use a flag die. These are just trimmed by hand, so nothing special. There we go. So easy stuff. And I'll just trim off the overhanging paper, which, like I said, fast and easy. Now, I don't normally make a lot of horizontal A2 size cards. I don't know why. I really do prefer the vertical A2. But, these were fun to make. There we go. So now I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Verse Define Claire. This is from the Birthday Blowout stamp set from our last release. And it says, it's time to put on your party hat and celebrate, which is perfect to go with that little hats, the birthday banner hats. Just doing a freehand stamping. I'm working on a Stampin' Up! Pad, so that gives a little bit of give. Sometimes I use a foam pad, but this time I'm not. Now, this is, like I said, Simon Says Stamp 120-pound cardstock. And what's great about it is it is like really nice and heavyweight. It's not super, super white. I tend to, my white cardstock, I tend to go for my paper tray ink white cardstock, but this is really nice cardstock and it's really smooth, which is good and bad. When you're stamping on it with Verse Define Claire, which is a pigment ink, it can easily smudge. So you want to, be careful and let it dry. There we go. So pretty cool. So that's it. So happy birthday. And it's time to put on your party hat and celebrate. So a super fast card. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. And hopefully I'll see you soon with my next video. Bye.